Hey there, welcome back to Sleeve M. If you're new to my channel, I had the gastric sleeve bariatric weight loss procedure on January 9th, and today I wanted to do a what I eat in a day. It's been a long time since I've done this. A lot of things have kind of changed in my diet. I want to say last time I did it, I was still within that first 6 weeks where I was on a schedule of food that's not really very soft foods, I guess is what we called it. So today I wanted to do this. It is 6 a.m. and I'm going to make my first meal of the day. The first thing I like to do when I typically get up during the weekdays, it is Sunday, so it's the weekend, is I like to drink a little bit of water. So I just try to drink some water, start the hydration process. And then I also am supposed to eat within an hour of waking up. They told me that this is essential to kind of kickstart my metabolism. On the weekdays, I kind of just grab like a quick granola bar or string cheese, but it's the weekend, so I'm going to make some eggs. Okay, so I have my roughest ingredients here. I have 1 egg that I have whisked. It is 72 calories, 0.4 carbs, and 7.3 grams of protein. Over here, I have some Cuban pork. This is 50 calories, 2 grams of carbohydrates, and 4.6 grams of protein. And then over here I have some Colby Jack cheese. We like to buy our Colby Jack cheese and then shred it, otherwise you get that floury substance over it, and we like to have it melt fast. So this is 110 calories, 1 carbohydrate, and 7 grams of protein. And then in my pan, I just have some avocado oil, just a very small amount, and I'm gonna mix everything together. So it's fully cooked now and looking delicious. I love Cuban pork, and I just kind of wanted to give this little tip. If you're ever out to eat, so for instance, this Cuban pork came from a meal I had earlier this week. Typically the meal comes with the pork, the rice, and the plantains. The only option they had was to order a side of a ½ pound of their Cuban pork. So I ordered that, and I just love putting leftover meats in with eggs in the morning to kind of change the meal up, especially the Cuban pork. It's absolutely delicious. So now we'll have our taste test. So I like to get some egg, some pork, and some cheese. This is a very filling way to start the day, and I will see you at 9 a.m. for my next meal. Hey there, it is now 9 a.m. So far this morning, I've taken Guinness on a walk, and I've drinking 2 glasses of water between 7 and 9, and now I'm on to my second meal of the day, and I'm just going to have a protein bar. These are 190 calories. There are 10 grams of protein in them and 9 net carbs. So this will be my second meal, and then I will be back at noon with my lunchtime meal. It is now noon and time for my lunchtime meal. So today I'm having barbecue pizza. Now this is a recipe, we actually made this yesterday and it was for supper last night. The crust though, on the other hand, is not like your normal regular pizza dough crust. What we did is we used almond flour, cream cheese, egg, mozzarella, parmesan, seasoned it with a little salt and pepper, and then added some garlic powder to make the crust. It was a keto head recipe. We didn't do exactly like the original recipe, but we made it our own, and then we just added on a very, very small amount of barbecue. Then we bought some pulled pork from a local barbecue place and put some red onions and bell peppers on this. So for this one slice, it is 204 calories. It is 6.3 net carbs and 10.2 grams of protein, which I wish it was a little bit more protein, but I will show you at 3 p.m. how I add in some extra protein to make things better. And if you're interested in seeing how I make the crust or how I did this, just let me know. I can always make a video on that, just not sure if people are interested, but time to give it a bite. So it's a little bit warm, I just microwaved it. I guess the one thing is that the pizza dough did not heat up, or does not taste as well as last night. I should say it's a little bit more, it's not as crunchy as it was last night, but still a really good lunch. Super satisfying. Absolutely love it. So I will be back at 3 for my 3 p.m. meal. Hey there, it is now 3 p.m. and I'm ready for my afternoon snack / meal. I chose to do cucumbers with salmon. I used that honey smoked salmon, and I put a little cream cheese on there, and then some everything bagel seasoning that I buy at Trader Joe's. So for this snack, it is 227 calories. It is 4 grams of carbohydrates and 32 grams of protein. You're probably wondering, how did I get so much protein in this? Well, I added GenPro, a protein supplement, to the cream cheese. And I didn't use that much cream cheese, so I only put in about a half a tablespoon of GenPro, but that adds an additional 15 grams of protein. The salmon itself had 15 grams, and then the cream cheese had 2 grams of protein. So this is how I'm going to kind of make up for my lunchtime low protein. And then this afternoon, I'll be back on track for supper time. So I will see you again at 6 p.m. In between this, I am going to go to my belly dance practice. We have an upcoming show in May going on, and we've been practicing every Sunday to prepare for that. And I have the big belly roll part of the dance. So definitely going to work on that, but I'm going to enjoy the snack first. Trader Joe's really did it right when they made that everything bagel seasoning. These are fantastic. I love salmon. I love cream cheese. Lox and bagels used to be one of my big go-tos. This gives me the satisfaction of that without the bagel and the carbs. So thumbs up. Okay, so now it is 6 p.m. and it is my last meal of the day. I am going to have a recipe I found on Peace, Love, and Low Carb. What the recipe is a cheesy sausage hot dish. I call it a hot dish because I'm from Minnesota, but you guys might call it a casserole. So it's basically smoked sausages, mozzarella cheese, cabbage, onions, bell peppers, things like that in here. It is 166.5 calories per serving, 4 grams of carbohydrates, and 10 grams of protein. After I eat this, my total is going to be 1,020 calories for the day, with a total of 26.3 carbs and protein of 70.2. So overall, I'm pretty happy. I met the amount of protein I wanted to get in. My carbohydrates are below 30, and my calories, they are a little bit higher. I typically try to aim around 800 calories, but I'm okay with that. I find that on the weekends I do eat a little bit more just because of the boredom and being around the house and having food more convenient. Where at work, I'm always on the go and I'm moving so much that I sometimes forget. I would say, I definitely eat a lot better on the weekends than I did before surgery. It is something that I'm working on, is to reduce what I do eat on the weekends, and it is definitely a work in progress, but the only keys I have are to track your food and just make sure you're trying to stay on top of it. Like when I want something, I do some 4-7-8 breathing or something like that to kind of get my mind off of it. But without further ado, here is a little taste test of my meal. Well, that's really good. I really, really like it. This will also be a great dish to freeze and have for multiple others, because if you didn't see the big pan that I made, that probably has like 20-some servings in it. So I did want to say that today is Earth Day, and Guinness gets a can of the Earth Day Delight by Merrick. It is chicken, peas, Yukon Gold potatoes, apples, and gravy. So I just wanted to kind of show that because I thought that was kind of fun. Thank you for watching today's video. If there's any questions or anything, please comment down below. I really enjoy everybody's support, and also suggestions on high protein, low carb meals. I'm willing to try anything at least once. So please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next week.